furiously sent a strong warning to the national chairman. Furiously sent a strong warning. Wow. To the national chairman, Stephen Ayensu Intim, and his national executives. The vice president, His Excellency Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, the president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Abu Jinapo, the CEO of Minerals Commission, Mr. Martin Kwekuayisi, and the board chairman of Minerals Commission, Honorable Barbara Otain Jesse. Manenda wa eti sa krofo ya wonu na esie so we
abusia obaso na wa share abusia for one fenche say ya elite kakra na menua bi frame or back door na okay can adwene but me no me na ya adwene because more person can say minjai mama expose o but sometimes you know we need to say certain, I mean, some of the things be or say or say eka. Ebusia oba na wa share, oba so na wa share. In so many be we need to say it because mpinifo wa sem bi o mo ka say the odi akiri kura no, the odi akiri ni sua de odi animu no anamo. Aha. Inti some of the things ni bi wona say yan kan yan fa matudwa wo a odi akiri no anhwa na wo so ayere wakotwa mnanum. Na enumere de wa wo hwe me no bo modern ase obi mia like button no so na afi so obe share program no ma wadofo no na omuso ntumi join eye enumere program no. Yes, waba so a chama chenia was because obi frame me na some can say I shouldn't expose them, but I need to expose them. Sa hospital na eye sebi yewra koda wanya ne baby ko ene na nsan yayi sa hospital no say me suppose wo me suppose wo because this is not the first time, this is not the second time, and this is not the third time. I have about 2-3 witness me di caption it to wa kofo be miensa na afreme a omunia narrate the same story. Now it's very sad, or it's so sad. Abusia also the same story also akọ hospital bi etisa also was our story na bombodia na beka na omuti so musuban because if not that it will continue, and the more na continue no unim ebia na wodofu bi no nso koto sa friends amane anum. It is so sad, it is very sad papa na ubisa won say eba ne say we be say yenwane say na ambin yenwane say na ambin oman a yetim oman Ghana yetim. Oh, sometimes I wonder how we shall be so me sinaba. Okay. Oman a yetim. Adiche pacho obaso na wa share, obaso na wa share, but modern asa obe share. Then you mama ye nsua de. We need to learn. We are here to learn. Nimre o si nsua de. Nyoma ni bi wo ha aya na oya sefem. Etoro bi a nyoma ni bi wo na se ye hwe na ye ndi nkomo na ya nkyere adwene a. Nyoma ba jinsi.
Because Bawumia and my friend Mrekuduka through Sofuna, me body in your friend saying, I want to see National Cathedral. Sofu Kusibwati.
I remember
Mrekuduka.
Papa. Nipa no frame no no ama me delay wo video na mda be no. Ade ya minjai mamenka nam se meka o de kra meka
NDC news meka say on tro bibi
na se manka ebia na wosu nim no wasa wosu akosa hospital ho na wosu yakobbo pane bone se manka anhwa na wosu akosa hospital ni di metudwa hospital or takrade me the hospital ni din betu dwa enye sa ebia na wo so akọ enye nyame adahoro ma me dete ya awu ya maka cho se na wo so wako school ade na wo so enredi sansem hu ye ka na se nipa so wanko school e so onima de mo terms akese ya mu issue no hospital we so onipa no ridicule na no on tiase obesi de hu katenkati na wo so wako school ni de ade na we enredi sa akase we ye ka na oh my God na yetim ne de ebia no afa no adi obia ye do pe bia no afa no adi obia ye do pe bia no afa no adi ne ye de te o man mu sa mesi ene I'm going to say the side of my story na nyoma bi o ha aya na o time so o man ya yetim no dani na no chese odwo wo kra wo nti ase ba cho oba so ana wa share oba so abomodi ani mi like button no so na share oba so like it na share ma unu amadofo no mo so omtumi enjoy your life this year oba so ana wa share oba ya abomodi na share yeah oba so abomodi na share oba ya share mame oba share mame oba share ne like it oba share ne like it Mr. Mo share this year mo share na mo like it na obi abo hospital na say video no kura wa efa ebusha oba so abomonya ne dina so na share oba so abomonya ne dina so na share then omanya yetimu yemfa no kure yemfa pepeye yemfa ntina omanum na omanum so ntumi fa ne tampefra na de chie bia ka di ope a whole lot of things yentumi ntina oman mu say ye oman bapa yentumi ntina oman mu say ye oman bapa da every day bia there's a whole lot of issues abusha ba so abomonya ne gina so na share ma onua bi drum kra wonti ase na yedi sa issue we dit na o mema Thomas Asante true talk bro o se e man okra ne daddy si ya man okra na daddy a ebia na ekirima fo no bo ba no no so onim nti na wakosa abia ho okosa abia ho a unim de e akoto no so ma de ne tie no eni nti na nimre menya botre na me ba besua de na maka meso media menim fa asem no ho no because asem ni bu ho a na ya me se takura de no mebo ni din sa hospital no because nyoma ekoso pa ina ansa ya omudum light wotema general hospital mu nsamara epiepie na kofo bi mu kase no light no mudum no ebo apaye ohun nsam epie ohun nsam epie se ko de enwu na nkono so anfa sa video ya matudwa ni video no kura wa ifa me pese osu betie video no mu nsam o kan eni eduru o mo de man hospital a ono so o kira when ready but of eduru na afi o sha se so onya symptoms no ena okogogo no check no find out who say no say eduru na o no no ena am side effect musi munya mu abotre meba me de ade ba kira mo munya mu abotre oba so abomodi a share oba ya share mame oba so anu wa share oba so abomodi Mr. Thomas Asante bomodi an share mame share na invite your friends and share to your colleagues to come on board na yensua de because yesi de odi ekire no osua de odi anim no ntime no medi anim na makohunu de mehunu hospital enyoma no moye enyoma boni ano moye na de ntia ama ni mre mese meso mekam me side no de atu yenua koda ntina me pese me no che sansem wi na wo so wahwe wo so yi na oyire kura ko hospital kura maternity room on was ko bowura hobi me say o yere kura ko wura hospital wa o ni ko wura wa so nyiri yensia di na chi kopma hwe na kopma na wo yere no wa na ne da aya o mo say besiafo na besia na nyo na wo ne da nyo na wo ne da na wo nyinsen wa fa yefunu na wo nyinsen na time as no ko wa na doctors ne na nurses for no na mendi na chi mo mendi na chi na me ye dai me amiri na wo nyinsen me ana me ne da na me ne nyinsen na wo ba ko nti se me ko hospital mi ko wura obi a e de na mo mendi na chi sei iko wi ase omba na nsem hunu sa mpacha oba so anu wa hye nipa tu ne dina so nipa tu ba ko na like ba ko no me twen wo so like na share ma unua bi mo share video no na enimre ye nsua de wa ase atno ba mu ade bia stories ye nhye dan tena o mamu se ye tu ye hu esuo na ye asom o man no sompa na o man no so etumi afa ne tampefra de bia stories sa na ye di wait na o mamu ma o man no tumpo a ye de se esu ne ban we ye de tena o mamu na o man no tumi tumpo ma na ye senke ye betumi dedicate ye ho ama na o man no so etumi afa ne tampefra na nyoma bia akoso no da bi ade bia stories tan yeah no yes oh any story ena answer obidin ni funu akomochire na okoji dead body na omuko ya omuso mu hu dead body no imagine omuso mu hu dead body no what is all this mu hu dead body ni say dientina mu hu dead body no obi di ni nipa abehye mochire time so oba beje ni body na yesi ehu oh dabi mama yesu ade o na nyesa de bia medwuma mentiase obi na ode ni body ni dead body wade aba mochire time so oba beje body no ma akwakusie no no so akwa ebo achibidin ye kan yesi mamu nka ye kan mo sima me ye nka na no so no nasne say eno so nasne say video no boy fa is it this one not this one in fact me the story we abre no ye me ya pa na abusia nya wa botre mu invite mu friends na mo ye ndoso me twesi at least nipa 10 be start be ba so na ye tumi ayade ye di nkomo no mesrama invite your colleagues, invite all of them to come on the show and let's have this conversation. Invite all your colleagues to come on board. Invite all your colleagues to come on board tonight. Invite all your colleagues to come on board. Invite your colleagues in your normal name.
Yes, there's a lot of either here or there or here
now,
or there. Now hold on. So I'm going to start with
but your chair was Mama Bass no chair was
I'm going to start with a story before we get there. My wife tells me it's 2015. I always thought it was 2016. But 2015 I put myself up under a bit of stress, and then I wasn't getting enough rest and exercise too at the same time, both of them. So the body just was not reacting well. So I think one of the evenings I wasn't feeling too well. So my wife carried me along with my big sister, and I was taken to a hospital in Takrady. I won't mention the name of the hospital. Now, I want you to, I'm giving a few details so that you understand my side of the story, and then maybe you can understand the medical people to their side of the story, and then you decide.
So, and it's all about fluffy. Hold on, I'll get to that one.
Mepacho, Mama Yentie, Nensemono, a quiet fast soa. Chewasun never more than tea. A quiet fast soa, a this implication when you are the buy. Now, Messman count the minim, and a dear, me house with the mania who me amus with the mania who. Now, one consults for cabin dream. Nessa also was similar story, but more days of a drop. Now, you make a friend say the public aware, young create awareness. Send your beya, any daho. Send your beya, any daho. Every nepo, we will be a nessa or year in insane. Now, on the hospital, but more than say, obediently, didn't call theatre room. Pacho, Mr. TME, Mamma Bassono, share program no mamma. Nipa ba could be a share man in yonko, at least more nipa tre baba count, near ISIS, near Quenim. This information need to go viral to awake the public, for the public to know, said there be in your man air to kono, and yet, Namuma Yensuadie. This is Coda. Nipa oka say, Coda. And then I say, when yan baby call. Yankopon, on fan a crancy, now afiso, yamma ebusia for Sunya Yako. Na woso a wo hwe me no meka se nya ho abotrepa netie story no netie we nya story mpo we netie ono ankasa nanum asem na bakwasem de to no na me wi a me so me de abepe so na se woso was similar issue a mama yen wake the public mama we should awake the public to get to know what is happening yemma public ni hunu de ekọ enya sa da bi anhwa na woso akoto the same similar issue no Mama yenti nipa 4 abaso nipa 4 no pacha wa abaso no bo modern ani a me like button no so ma me why misra mo me like button no so ma me na mon share mami obaso a mpacha type o comment na mami hu baby a o kase free o share me free US let me know o share me free Ghana so let me know you are watching me from Ghana, you are watching me from Kenya, you are watching me from Uganda, you are watching me from South Africa, wherever you are watching me from, Nipa 4, let me know so that we have this conversation. It is very sad story. Yen kan say bia wawu no nipa de se bi etwa se nipa ye ba wo baako da baako ne de wu nipa da baako so nipa bewu nti wawu no enya no na me ye be kan wasem enya ni wo na wawu no ye be kan wasem na mom implications a wo mu enyoma ofe mu a ono ankasa bedin kan ye video or the to public because of copywriting it mean show ni video no e wo me kasa video so na mom na num nsam na o kan no ina me pese wo so ye de wutibi na wo so fe maba se ne be ya onkoto sa efnanum na num nsam no ina me pese wutie na me so me ka me so me di aminim na wankasa so di kwadwindwene mu na afi so sa hospital no omonhwe no munjai sa suban bone no omonhwe no munjai sa ayede na obi a wako school a wo nimde na so obi aba ayaresa bia so beje ayaresa because in the first place nipa no yare ntie bi krampa oni self control a obetime de control no ana kra sempre waye weak ntie bi edro no kra no na de kra ma so se waye dey on kenkan edro no ho ansa na wafa because ono no de ohwe ni ansa obefa edro no ano ti kasa na meka no de ohwe ni ansa bia ono no ope man wanu medro no man ho ato no ntie bi mpa emma na adwene mu emma waye dey wakenkan na se we ni empo sie nechini we ni asi wie nechi na okọ hospital na okọ ye enkware se edura mo de ma mi magogo na mo ni misumi condition nti nkeni kwa se me no mo ma me se eduru no na oka na o se na sa wo so akọ school ade na wo so ankenkan imagine wo de mo mi entie mra let's go and listen to what he said koda ono ani audio video no but I'm not going to play the video on my show. I want you to listen to the audio side because of copyright. Intimu de munti obi an china so na yenti mesra mo ni patre mo like mame mo like na mo share mame why video mo share mame mo ma video we enko viral na mo mi ensua de.
So what happened was this. I think we got there around, if I'm not exaggerating, we got there around say 9:30 or 10 in the evening. 9:30, 10 in the evening. I remember that because somebody was brought in shortly after I was sitting there. The guy came at 11.
Mepacho ma fena mabaso no mesra munya mo abotre na munjina so na muntie kasa no mutie kasa ni wia na meso me media menim meso media me amedi mani ehunu media eto miara me meka nchro na wo so femu aba na wo chena ya nko sa situation mepacho se sound na motini se mu ye clear mo ma menya we emunya clear so a na me menye we nti mesra mo mutie mi a me sa ye start to play ma mabaso no nti for the sake of ma fena mabaso no me replay na muntie kasa no eye koda na e kasa because of copyright into me 5 video no into public muntie kasa no mesra mo obi amia like button no so ma me adofo no mesra mo mumia like button no so ma me na yennia yensua de wa ha.
He was on my left-hand side, 2 beds away. He died at 2 a.m. So I kind of remember that a bit well. So forget about that detail. It's not really important. So it was a night. So, I mean, I was asked a few questions about my general health. We are getting the same. And by morning, I saw a doctor. They prescribed something for me, and I was immediately given some form of medication to take. And then they grounded me there for like 2 days.
Bacho ebia ma bacho se sound no muda hona motia mo manya we mo type no comment section wo say the sound is clear. Mr. Mo mami hu say sound no ye clear. Why? We ye koda na ye kase. E pese mutie kasa ni wie na me so me come side. Na wo so similar issue atoa. But mo dia say wo betudwa. Na ye we awake public no mo hunu what is happening. Send ye be ya wo so nkoto the same issue nim. Send ye be ya wo so nkoto the same issue nim because mpenifo wa asem bi o mu ka say de odi akire no isua de odi animu no anamo me medi anim ena yenua koda so wadi anim ena de ato no wa be hye ne public se ne be sua de amawo a wo so di akire no na wo so wan koto the same issue no nti mesra mo meye nche yaso na yentie na wo so be de famu aba yentu aso
before releasing me, and then gave me medication, asked me to take it, and then keep reporting myself from time to time. Now, I started developing some funny symptoms here and there. You let me call that part 12. So let's say I developed a few symptoms here and there over time, and I noticed something was not right. So I remember one day being bold enough to Google the medication I was given. I Googled it. I wanted to find out exactly what it was. And I noticed that one major element that I was told to take was a sulfur-based, please hang in there, you will get the story very soon, was a sulfur-based medication, sulfur as in the element sulfur, S-based medication. And immediately I told myself that, but I know that I have a medical condition called G6PD. Something about us, you are getting a thing. But I know for sure that sulfur is one of the things that we are not supposed to take. So things like brufen and stuff like that, I've known since I was in tech that I'm not supposed to touch brufen. And so I was like, but the people, why they won't kill me or something like that? You get the thing? Because I'm talking about, I had taken the thing for over 6, getting to 8 months of ingesting this thing on a daily basis. Can you imagine? So we scheduled some form of a review or checkup with the doctor. I went over and I get a little emotional when I talk about this thing, like, forgive me. So we scheduled a checkup with the doctor, and I told the doctor that, but why am I being given medication that contains sulfur if I'm just a speedy? Because you know that we are not supposed to be taking these things, and you guys are aware about these things. To cut a long story short, all they said was, "Oh, sorry."
Imagine. So, what you more kind? Or say, Emra, on one can send any ban on so say no, in your man kui, inti okoye search or finding out to say no, a drona orphano, and then man is implications now, or call back to the hospital now, or address the issue now more, but wouldn't me condition, any question can more decide do with the mammy. Name fano. Or go to hospital or narrate story and I catch you say, a drona with the man no, unya side effect or one. If the doctor na oh sorry you, that's the only thing on we there on kind. Now the shocking part a can cry what here. I'm sure back jiwakuma. And then jimakuma me say hospital me bonidin. Hospital me bonidin. And then jimakuma me and then I'm a video yo. There's me say they are two asono. So what here? Send your ubube funu tie. Ude tie. Or call hospital ona. Okay, doctors and they said this is what has happened. A drum with the mom, you know. This was the medicine I'm with the mom here. Implication of me so. Now okay, the only word omuna oh sorry you. How? And this one more be poison. So who couldn't pano? Na nipa na di poison every na we hunu catch say na ade na man poison say me ndia. We say oh sorry you. Na just say ni da ho. Mutie.
I'm serious. And then by being a bit defensory shots, all they said was, "Oh, sorry."
Oh, sorry. Oh, imagine.
I'm serious. And then by being a bit defensive in the two, I don't know, I remember exactly who, but somebody who was part of the medical team that was taking care of me said, I also work with school. And so what I said, Mona saying what I said, why don't you talk about it? Hey, and all of a sudden, it was like some blame shifting was coming into.
So what you ask more kind? Doctor, look at you and say, they say, was work with school, and so what I don't know, if I am Boa, na and Ken Kai. Hey, maybe a patient, may yare in a Maba hospital. Tio, me a patient already, you find my week. And maybe I'm walking from coming home from the crowd. Maybe I'm also not doing because of situation I'm in community. Maybe I'm also not doing anymore. And I'm with the drama man. And moreover, so we call hospital. We trust the doctors. We trust the pharmacists. We trust the nurses. Because do my professional work. They trust me. Mama say, "Mo dear, and ya dear mo be dear. Mo be me do bone. Mo dear, ya trust nya the mama say, and ya dear mo betimi edi at the body be ade amaye. Oh, ye call yen sorry. Ya suffer for Zion. Ye call ye dinsi for ya come for almost Zion. Ya ba afi a doctor for and kamodi meka say nyankopon dum nyansa made kosua de identity ye anke no de minim say ye pala na wode ma na ye pala vitamin C na wode ma na vitamin C enso so a ye koduru also a also so mo hwa de esi ho ye ko ye dinsifo ho omo zan ye ko ya sofofo ho omo zan ya ba hospital ye yare doctor so hwa ya omo so mutie udetie kokua na this story bia doctor mua o ka kire ye wura koda sebi waka ba bi ntini din me mbo ni pisa me ma abusuafo ni aso ya akọ na me nka ya abusuafo so ya na emom kasa any video no abeye mra no ote ase de to no na me pese me so me be come side of the story but me pese wutie na wo fam aba na free na ekọ no hospital na emu odro bia ready na won tie ase a na nyankopon adom google data google na check edro no implication the side effect na nka wan kasa check se wo hwe na se moa wa na wo jai me mfa kra because makase ade biara wodi ko uni peduen mu no e wo sunsanso enti se wode muti o kodo we podi e meka se koda onimdi wako school na enso na me kire se ye fa se ke because wako school ni ene chi no na we bia we ready on to time on we se no edro na offer na ha no ansa no okokogugule ya okocheke no ohun se da bi edro no na e ma the problem wako hospital ho ene wako hospital no oka actually doctor said this is the medication about the mom and this medicine about the mom no in fact me ko ready no muni me condition So why do you give me this kind of medicine? The only word or mutimi kachire eye koda and say, oh sorry you, oh sorry you. Ah, nessa was work school. Na ade nanka was we read na wanhwe. Me pese me di atam wa. Na nsem gwa na yo. Yentie de so. Me say nsem eto aso no wutie kura obobofo no. Nsem eto aso no, dia doctors for ni and nurses for ni bi mu ye. Wa call hospital. Obi o yare a wa call hospital. Na ke nurse no benya badaye. Odi be ma obi a patient no kasadaw keke kura potumi ma nipa no woto no. I am not saying in men can say if you condemn hospital, any hospital in here, ebi mo nipa ni bi musu. Na obi wa na ko no onye nurse o. Na anwo kire ne Ghana adwuma ni wonti by force ni epie na koshim na oye nurse sika wonti. Ni epie na koshim. O ma titire aya no mo wa abadaye a mo wo pepa so mbe ye adwuma no kura no ebi na ho kire tiri wanya. Na obi ye twetwe sika mana no akohye woni mu hwe ni edna kotum. I'm not saying to discourage people not to go to hospital, but I'm saying in such a way there, echo hospital wala ebe woni adaho, ebe mi woni aide adaho because of the ato ye nua koda ntina ma me so me come me side of the story. Oko hospital no anya ni daho, oba ko hye nipa bonifo bi obem bad injection bi a ye nua branche ya o kumasi ya sebi nensa nensa ye nua branche ya o Facebook ya ayo o ye video yi o dia monko ni Facebook account nu na monko hwe video o ye concerning nensa no the ekwan fa so a nensa no be yes ye nua boy ya o Facebook ni di na murafi aya otato nyom pa sebi nensa na hye monko tie dia to no ni nia no ono register no be wie say hospital doctors for ne nurses for nam so ama ne nsana ide ayesa aden oh my Ghana aden emu lawyer for azan emu ajeje for azan emu police for azan emu soldier for azan emu timamu for so azan mi hu de menka mi hu de why bim asofo for mo ba so azan sa a doctor for no so bi ma azan ene e de to oman num na be ne no oman na tumpon. No one is ready to serve the nation. Give you Sunday better national anthem. God bless our homeland, Ghana. God, where will God pass to bless the Ghana? If na Nyankopo onfa no me bless o man no. Nyankopo wa bless o man awie. Wa me gold, am a diamond, am a silver, am a manganese, am a timber, am a cocoa, am a banchi o banchi futa, banchi cocoa, banchi tuntum, yo menken, yo brodier, yo yeni. Nyankopo bless you bia mu nyade. God bless our homeland Ghana and make bra papa. Nyankopo if on bless you bia. Nyankopo bless you that. So the only thing that we have to do is say yeah apply wisdom no, yeah apply knowledge no, yeah apply ni mudie na Nyankopo ade amaye no. No man so ntumi fa ntem pemfra da bi. Kokona story we obi yare aba hospital, mo prescribe edroma na makomad bad medication. Ono so anye nda ho economy no mo hwe nsusuaso a e de abre no no aba no oba be ka kire ma mo anya sem papa bi asem dew bi mpo anka kire no wo se I saw no so akọ school ade na wo so we ready ko sa kokona story we na nya Ghana nkotin sa asem we besi abuchira nke the sa hospital nke close no nke mana o me no ka se nke sa hospital no nke ya tete omo nya akogum no ocho mo de sua de enso ye beka na ene ye beka na ochira na ade chesu miensa pe na eje magu ho ye nkan wasemi biem sa na yetia yewura friend say finance minister yewura Jonkuma onabu Jonkuma owu yi ansa na beda kasafidie say poison na sa enuanu bi mu de man ma onu mu wi eno no ye kan so ba akomienu miensa ye je magu ho ye ntimu hwe biem obi abetra radio so anarrate ekwan e fa so aduane omudi ino omudi aduane no kura mpo wie no de to ye nwie de ofremu a doctors form ba ho ebe ma na ndro ni niam antimi anto nsam fresa nipa we na mo antoto na no na wanka no kure wom obetra radio so kan ya ye de ba ko miensa na eje magu ho Yet, yeah, last 4 years, as I say, election time. Now, a whole minister, now I confront Nipema, I try to come up with 2 on the cab, no, yeah, can't back me, and son, yeah, with the da, near Jemago, are they, Unim Dentia, they got before Mama Kazo, as a Ghana day, I try 3 days, yeah, Casaba, and son, no, be a refugee near Jemago, into Ayashi. Oh, Ghana. Muntie Kasano Traso, Muntie.
In a bit defensive in the Asian that contains sulfur. We scheduled some form of a review or checkup with the doctor. I went over and I get a little emotional when I talk about this thing, like, forgive me. So we scheduled a checkup with the doctor, and I told the doctor that, but why am I being given medication that contains sulfur? If I'm
Ebuja for Mr. Monipa 7 and Mudna, so be unlike Mammy, Mr. Mon like Mammy, oh, like yeah, the more they reach more people. Now, I feel me love bottom no so, bottom no, love no so, no, love no boss mammy. Boss what said the old boss to see, no, boss to see in your boss mammy, more boss mammy now, and reaching more people. We are learning today. This is about education. This is about we are educating, we are enlightening the public. Send a beya or Chinamun Kotos a Finanum, Intimesra Mon share no more like mammy. Let's continue.
This is speedy because you know that we are not supposed to be taking these things, and you guys are aware about these things. To cut a long story short, all they said was, "Oh, sorry, I'm serious." And then, by being a bit defensive, I don't know, I remember exactly who, but somebody who was part of the medical team that was taking care of me said, I also work with school. And so what does the morning saying with that? Why don't you talk about it? Hey, and all of a sudden, it was like some blame shifting was coming into the thing that, hey, I am old enough to know when I'm being given wrong medication. And I said, hey, Simon. So this was my resolve since that day. I will not disrespect nurses or disrespect pharmacists. I will not disrespect doctors. But I can't take your word for it anymore. When I'm given something, I want to Google it myself. I want to find out. When I come and sit in front of you, I will not be quiet. I will talk. I will tell you that, hey, my guy, I'm Jesus PD. I pray you're not giving me anything that will harm me. I'm not supposed to be on. And it will sound like, yes, you are being all over the place. You are being too known, as we say. We used to say in my primary school, you are getting the thing. You are getting the thing. But it will save me from being a guinea pig. Sorry for the use of the white pig came up. Oh, that's nice. It will save me from being a guinea pig and from you just telling me at the end of the day that, oh, I am sorry. If I learned any lesson from 2015, is that at the end of the day, I ingested sulfur for a whole year because I refused
Let me finish that now.
To use my head, so to speak. And I was just listening to instructions blindly and then just swallowing stuff because they said, hey, swallow this thing, swallow that thing. And at the end of the day, it took, Roma will remember, it took more than 2 years or more to reverse what that wrong medication had done to me. And I was bitter, trust me. I was bitter against, I mean, every time somebody tells me that they are going to that particular hospital, I frown. Because I felt that they didn't do well with me. But that's one sense. In another sense, too, I was just a bit too naive.
What you saw, okay? I see from that time, that was 2015. I see from that time, you know. So we got to say, oh, Kosa Hospital. I know that hospital, but on say, oko body no am say na nika so obo ebe man confirm po afi o mbosuro o mo hospital obi I know that particular hospital. Koda, I know where he stay. Koda, Oti. Anyway, we public view, it's okay. But the American say, hey, oh my Ghana. How? No, me do not mean also from that time, no. I feel na a bone whom possess will be case or this will be so or cause our hospital or Rakoja and Sabia, none he machine. Yes, I am Michino Crown. What do you think it will happen to him? Sir, I am Michino Crown. What do you think it will happen to him? It's no one can also be asked while also he has been so naive because I think also ready. But and yana fought because metiye ne same yare na makwa yare sa bia se mekoja yare sa me no yemfa se bia me no bia mayemro ntimi krampo no mani so asimi na ya mama duro sa me mfa meside kura mehu makenka eduro no ho mo terms amu use no hospital krampo no it is so big multi-particle and scientific word amu use. How would even the person or no one year on doctrine school no what ya simple no why they we ready na say we hunu ono pa kokogo we hunu po no aba back no explain akere ma na mo ka kire say mo ntimi anya asem papa bi asem daw bi kura nka kire no na asem pie firi ma no a mo say na say wa so wa ko school na nka o say ka o ready. Imagine ye ma me no ma say bi o ma ko school no so e nko for pii ewu hospital all because say doctors no ignorance be and nurses for no te say ojunu wa won ti ase ojunu ho a on ti ase eno ti na Ghana ministers ne president omunya yare pe no omabom ketim na ene omukama no ne Ghana ni minister oniskani bi o sika bia because all said man yan tiri ya ma yan yankasa ya doctors for no cry yisro omo ya nurses for no cry yisro omo ya suffer for no yisro omo ya dinsi for so yisro omo yisro bia wo manum all because they say obia nyane ni obetwa no obia nyane ni obetwa no obia kuta adwene kase na ode na mo manum obia kuta adwene kase na ode na mo manum one man nipa na dru bone na wahunu na wo ba beka enke kasam de bi pofa kire no abusia hospital no de send America no ahana kwaye kwanchen ukobodi no ebia na me ka say that was 2015 ebia me no ka say na nipa papa fo bia de aba ho sisi ade bia mato tunwoma yi ntuko bo hospital ni din a na ekose hospital no so adwuma eni nipa no bi mu so mo ye adwuma wo ho because nipa no bi mu so ebia na ewunua ebia na eyemeyere ebia na eyewo so yere oye adwuma wo sa hospital on the hospital ni din de me kan sa ba me mo hospital ni din but ye ba besua de every day ato yewura koda ene de me eto me na me no mienu ye sua ho ade na wo so de wadwen kira ba na say wo so was similar issue a platform no is open widely. You can send your comment, you can call me and narrate your story to me. Ye baba bobo e wo kasa video ni so na itsirima fo na e ba no so etumi anya sua de efru minyanko bi ka tell me o say okowo ne yere ko hospital so ko andi na chi a enkom se san e ba no owu wie ne yere na wo afa ne ba so loki say omuko twa scan ntino munim se eba no eye bema eyire na wewie about 30 minutes eku na twen ya omu meka hwe kire no akọ okowa next back opie ba oyire na wo besia na me se hwe dem ramu ni ndem okeka me yire na wo besia abra scan na prove ye twa scan baako ye twa scan mienu ye twa scan miensa ni ye prove se beyin na eba my hospital bra wo doctor friend say maternity omu card na edem omu kura ni show say beyin na eba na ye de na afi beka chem say ma wo besia afi you on han ni go omu sa o say na wo de nya botre abra ni udi ni e pese ewuru wadwene e bia na nko pe besia na wo damn you nipa di agro enti say na constitute ma wo besia se ni ya nipa let us say ko ba kwoti sano no me de obi ne ba ade abro obi abofra ne banyini no na ne suban bi ye soronko eso ifiri ne papa abofra ne banyini no na bo se abofra no ne ye bi different from parent no abofra ne banyini no na on se parent no abofra ne banyini no na on se maame no ade na doctors for ebi mo ade na musuban bi te saa nti bebrebe ni nti monte nti mo huru na mo nja saa suban boni bebrebe ye ekosui bebrebe ye ekosui besi nipa ntiribuo nti dia wodi we wunia no ochina obetwa so aba dia wodi ye wunia no ochina obetwa so aba aye kwanchan nsem ni bi ho a meditwa so aye kwanchan nsem ni bi ho a meditwa so excuse me na ya na oye bufu aya no oye bufu dey no man ye timu ukọ hospital ubotumi akọ hospital fitiana pa ubefiro na ade asabe 7 o'clock ubetumi akọ hospital be ahumachi ubefiro na kobo be ewiabre 3 o'clock ubotumi akọ hospital be ahumachi pa be 4 o'clock na nka wo se ke be hwe no yes doctor mai ubetumi atena OPD wasa doctor be ba no 9 o'clock obaso anya wona na obehwe wo no akone na no ọkọ no ọkọ obechinchi saa entwa bebedu so obefro no kura no eni bi o de be hwew kase bi obeka kireo ono wa cheni nia no na de no wa kiro dada afa na wo de yare na be hospital no so de kefa ho be ebia na onya ahombo anti afa na ko aba unhwe mu enka de obeka kire no mo me yesi se yesuba yo na kakra meka ne se mefutu amede mawo na wo so afem aba na wo so aka kire wo nua bi ni se nipa bonefo enti wona ma na wa ya hweye efiri na ekọ wo hospital a eduro bi edebe ma obi a no fe ko kire obi onim de wo trust no no kenkan ma no ka eduro no implication ma ansa no wafa na wan ko to eduro boni bi ana se obi an ko discard eduro boni bi ama nsam ne sam me kam de wa ha hospital pronounce me boni din sam me ko details na ma ko details pa answer hospital because ebe ukra wutie kra ebe obufu sam what de ye wura ko da okan sam what de okan tie ma from abaso no tie
yeah get anything. So that is my view about this whole fluffy issue, that I don't hold a view. But what the Bible says about it is what I do. So the next time I go to a party or anything like that and I see fluffy being served, I'll do what the Holy Spirit has asked me to do. And it will be one of two things: to get myself a plate or to not to get myself a plate. As to exactly what I would do, I leave you to guess. So that's it for me for that side of it. I saw Pai saying something here. What is he saying? From time to time. Now, I started.
Abushafo, the American akosini ni ane say, so we a nurse, so we a doctor, so we a police ni, so we a sojani, ejime bi a uye biya no, mesrao, eni diema, momo yenfa pepe na momo yenfa no kre, na yenfenye ejuma no, na di onipa di obedua no, enua na obetwa, me de manu kase besia, me se umre, na afi, mi diri se uti audio no ankasa so, wafi maba. Na also was side of the story ni bia me say nsam no say me say me send me buafu me ho no send me buafu me ho no say me twa nsam no so a anhwe a wokra no ompe nti me di me kasa bisia na afi so efiri na ekọ no okoto aduro okọ hospital aduro bia de bema bia no nti ase a mo bi nkan ma na me enko no meduro boni bia na enkofa nsusuan boni bi so ye dai emfemro me do bi bia ase bye bye.